You're listening to Echoes of the Vaegres, a Starfinder actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios.
Previously on Echoes of the Vaegres, after sleeping off another night with another person, Kaesar contacted me and the rest of the group to do a job with a contact of his. He introduced us to Captain Zara. She looked kind of familiar to me and she offered us a job and transportation on her own ship. She wanted us to get prepared, so I and the rest of the group went shopping, and Kaesar brought us to another contact of his, a half-orc named Dobrova. We got ourselves outfitted for the job, and then went back to Zara and the ship. She barely showed us around, just pointing at the doors of each room and saying what they were. She then brought us on the bridge of the ship and assigned us our jobs on the ship, the Ventura Maroc. Our job was to help deliver some ancient artifacts of the Caesar to their homeworld of Talis Prime. It took a while for us to get there, but we landed, things seemed far too quiet, and when we all got off the ship, Captain Zara was killed. When we were under fire, I got away first, then Kaesar. Tulgrook was shot and Sephia brought him back up, and they both made their way onto the ship, and we blasted off with the cargo, but no body. With our employer dead and not getting paid, how will we live and survive on Nova Haven?
Hi, I'm Gavin Cash, and I'm playing Tulgrook Ironhelm, the Dwarven Technomancer.
What's up, everybody? I'm Grizz, and I'll be playing Caesar Bellamy, the Ahsoki operative.
Hola, I am Heretic. I'm playing Aspara Gorlick, the Drow Vanguard.
Hi, I'm Termite and I'll be playing Sephia Auten, the human nanocytes.
Hi, I'm Vironz, your game master for the evening, where apparently most of us are super cash. Just super cash. So, with our recap not entirely working this week, and I don't know why, last week we had a job that brought our crew to Titleist Prime, Aurora Prime. Not Aurora Prime. Ashakar, sorry. Or Titleist Prime in common. The homeworld of the Caesar. The person who hired our crew was none other than Captain Zara, a now changed person from Caesar's past. And she died, unfortunately. With their client dead, and the only means of escape and survival being her ship, they climbed aboard and flew off back to Nova Haven. With a little bit of discussion. So, crew, how are we feeling?
Not good. After having witnessed someone die and escape off into their, vehicle. Not feeling great. Feeling a little traumatized. We just saw something horrific and I kind of almost died.
You know, I've been better.
This shit sucks.
Okay. This shit sucks. You guys are on your way back to Nova Haven. I would say there's a couple more hours left of free time before you need to initiate any docking procedures. Is there anything you guys would like to do or set up on the ship while you guys are flying?
If we've got the time, is it going to be a matter of concern when we get to port if the owner of the ship or the captain of the ship, whoever's registered, isn't here?
It is indeed a problem.
Could I start working on forging some documents?
Yes. Please roll for me. Roll for me, computers. And anyone who would like to help in the deception of it as well. Let's... Yeah, if someone else wants to give a bluff roll or sleight of hand.
Alright, well that should be anybody but me.
Not me over here either.
Look, I wouldn't be asking if it weren't important. We're gonna need some sort of credentials when we get there, or else they're gonna know something's up, and then we're gonna lose the access to the ship, and that's not gonna be good. They're gonna ask questions, and we might be the ones that get brought into it. Caesar, do you think you could help?
Okay, so do you think you would be better for this?
I either need bluff or sleight of hand from someone and a computer's roll from someone.
I'll be ready for the computers. I just want to make sure I don't overlook anything or miss the important documentations.
Forging digital documents isn't really my skill set, but
Well, I can handle the forging of the digital part. I just need someone to make sure they look appropriate when I'm done, or maybe help me along the way so that it don't look so glaringly obvious that, we inherited this thing.
sure.
Okay. And then computers from Tulgrook, please. Okay.
A total of 27 on mine.
An 18 and 27. This is probably the closest you can get to your documents, your digital ID and stuff, to look like it was a real transfer without it actually being a real transfer.
It's definitely my first time doing this kind of thing. I haven't had to sign things over to myself ever before in my trade.
Frankly, the only thing that's missing that you can either decide for yourself or you can ask your crew, would you like to have your name as the owner of the ship or somebody else be the owner of the ship?
Yet. Yeah, that's going to be something I ask for the crew. All right, we inherited this thing, but it's got to be officially one of ours. Who's it going to be?
My name is fake as it is, so it's not going to be me.
Oh, okay. Honestly thought you would be the first in line to take it, but he'll look over
that?
to... Well, you seem to know the person it belonged to before. It makes the most plausible sense that you'd be the one to receive it as...
I'm going to be very real, Toggy. I don't know that person.
Really? They sure seem to know you.
Yeah, they certainly did. But I don't want anything to do with this ship unless it's going to help us get out of here. So,
well, it will help us get out of here. It's also going to be maybe something useful later. You two, Sephia, Aspara, y'all want to put your name on this, or did my business suddenly inherit a cargo vessel?
I'm not sure it's a great idea for my name to be on it.
I can legally not own property. At
It'll
least,
be, my name being on it'll kind of limit where we can take it.
Toggy, I'm going to put it this way. For all intents and purposes, of the four of us here, your background is the cleanest. So when it comes to presenting this group to anyone of an official capacity, you're the person.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. All right, let me just put my name here and make it official. And Togglerock will put down Tulgrook Ironhelm as the new owner of this fine vessel.
All right.
Y'all are always welcome to borrow it. I mean, I assume we might end up working together again on a couple of things, so it's only fair. We worked on, if we need it, we can use it.
All right. With that, you guys are ever closer to the station. You get an alert on the ship that you are being scanned. And then you get a message on your screen after a couple minutes saying you are good to land and initiate a docking sequence on Nova Haven.
All right, let's get to docking.
It's a guided system. I'm not going to make any of you roll piloting unless you absolutely want to.
No, that's all right. I mean, if we've got it automated, no sense in having it, misalign the procedure.
All right. You are able to land Nova Haven. You guys exit the ship. There doesn't really seem to be any uproar with the guards or anything else. So, what is your next thing that you guys are going to do as crew or as individuals?
Well, Aspara would like to look at the cargo that they were about to ship.
You want to look into the cargo?
Indeed, if it was important enough for us to almost die, it must have some interesting uses.
Okay. That is also going to be a computer's check. Are you doing
Tulgrook.
that on the ship or in your own home?
Probably on the ship.
Yeah, you need something?
Yes, I am trying to open the cargo boxes to see if they have anything useful.
Oh, that's easy enough to do. Let me just take a look here. Are they locked up? And he'll start typing away.
I mean, you do have the cargo manifest on your ship. You guys already saw what it was. But your results from looking, on the net are pretty inconclusive, all things considered. Because these things are ancient as fuck in a language you guys barely understand with only 3 words that you know.
Do we... I mean, I don't mind spending a little time with you. Here, hold on. Tulgrook will put his hands on the side of the machine and close his eyes and then try and use Identify to at least glean the function of it.
I want you to look at the last sentence.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so nothing seems to... I guess what would happen? Like, would the spell fizzle, or would I just see shit that I don't understand?
You would see shit that you don't understand. And it's
Yeah.
a bit of this kind of black and red swirl, and you feel a little bit more filled with hate than you really think you should be.
And the heralds... this thing ain't something I can just understand. It is some sort of dark thing, that's for sure. Aspara, this might be up your alley.
Oh,
If you like feeling angry and maybe using your hate or something, I don't know. It seems dangerous to me.
Sure, why not? Do I just strap it to my chest or something?
Oh, I don't know. It's I don't know.
What if I palm it like a basketball?
They're tablets, first off. I say tablets in the very historical sense. These are fucking stone.
Yeah, I wouldn't try and strap them onto you, but maybe if we could understand what was written, we'd learn something what we probably aren't supposed to know.
Should we go to a library or something?
That might be a good idea.
A biblioteca, as they used to call it.
I don't know. And Togglerock will start looking a little frantic. If we take these to a library, the librarian or whoever helps us translate them may be corrupted by whatever is on these tablets if they're of an unnatural and dangerous sort. Perhaps we should keep these safe and ask around before we bring them somewhere.
Could be
The other thing I'm going to tell you, Tolgi, is Identify would have told you if they're magic. It did not tell you that they're magic.
Oh, so they're technological, or in theory, maybe.
The words are magic. The tablet is not. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting. Okay.
Maybe you could buy one of those like spell rocks or whatever that lets you understand languages.
Oh, I suppose there is. That's a really good idea. We could go. Oh, but I'm kind of broke. You got any extra money?
Actually, yeah, I have quite a bit of money. So.
I'm actually short on money. I was counting on getting paid for that job, so...
If you all need to live with me, just let me know. I'll clear out a few of the spaces.
No, I already paid for rent. It's just a matter, the rest of it's going to be food, drink, the taxes on the stall. Yet. We might need to take another job.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully there's still a job that will take us. Also, who do you think attacked us? I mean, we didn't really, see any identifying marks, did we?
You saw dark red and black armor, spiky-ish, and metallic.
Could I roll culture?
Go ahead.
All right.
I don't see why not.
Let's see. Would my knowledge from entertainment, combat, fighting styles, or gladiatory traditions apply?
No.
Okay. Like 16.
Your searches don't really turn up anything new, or anything all that interesting. There's this thing called there's these knights that sometimes they're like this small faction that kind of goes around the system that believe that they maintain order. But they're really small, and you have to be really, really unlucky to come across them.
I see. We encountered the dickhead cops, basically.
That's what it sounds like.
That's just regular cops, isn't it?
Okay, you know what? And the other thing I gotta say, the knights dress a bit differently. They wear just black.
We met a red and black armored version of the shit cops, yes. But they wear just black. I don't know where the red is coming from. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled.
Indeed. Not a good luck, dangerous sort.
So, as for the other two, Sephia and Caesar, what would you guys like to do?
I remember being told a couple days ago that I would at some point have a project delivered to my house that I needed to work on.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your profession. It definitely did arrive at your house. You had a chance to work on some of it before you guys went and worked with Caesar and Captain Zara.
Okay, hold on. It's fine.
It's a nat one. Wow, that's not much better. Risk it for the biscuit once more.
One more time. All right, I'm leaving.
That's two of the same rule. Okay. You got some of it done. Your employer didn't say when it was due, thankfully, but you've been gone for a full day, and you've only worked on some. You've like worked on a quarter of the way through this entire thing, and it's basically just a shit ton of paperwork. You're checking for their mistakes. So if you want to go work on that,
Yeah, I should probably go work on that.
yeah. Okay, give me one more roll plus 2.
Okay, well, that's a little bit better.
It's insanely better.
So,
25.
yeah, 25.
Yeah. At least for the next few hours, if they're uninterrupted by something, you will get through 3/4 of the project. Caesar.
Yeah. Caesar was still on the ship. He wasn't with them. But he gets off the ship and he walks into the port, takes that rusted out old blaster, looks at it real quick, and then just tosses it off to the side. He'll walk up to the group and just be like, well, I thoroughly understand if you never want to work with me again, because I said, yeah, we can trust this person. I thought I could. Instead, we got into some weird mystic stone tablet shit. None of us got paid, and that's on me. So I am going to go not drink myself into a stupor, which is normally what I do after a job goes ass over tea kettle. And I'm going to try to find us some work. And I won't take any of the payment. I apologize that everything went so wrong.
Well, it wasn't your fault.
Toggy, in this line of business, you're only as good as your word.
It's true, but again, you didn't know it would go sideways. We can never really predict
yes,
when
I did.
You did?
Nothing felt right about that. And the person I thought I was hooking us up with would never have gone with a deal that skinny. I just went with it as a basis of trust. Fuck them as far as I'm concerned, because that was a complete mess and we never should have landed. So, I'm going to go find us some work.
All right, you do that. I'll decide whether or not to hold a grudge while I fill out the rest of this here paperwork and decide what position you get on the ship.
That's not even... okay. Mr. Ironhelm?
Mm-hmm.
That's a requisition for more worms. You don't need to fill that out.
Oh.
Yeah, my
okay,
name shouldn't... Yeah, also my name is... It won't register, so please don't put my name anywhere.
Oh, no, that's fine. It doesn't have to be your name. We'll just put an alias on here for if people, get curious as to why we've only got a 2 or 3 person crew.
Just make sure the cargo isn't weird and no one will care.
It's true, but we've already got weird cargo.
Not that they have to check. Just fill out the paperwork casually. I'll be back later.
All right.
And he'll head off.
Guess I'll have to check this thing out, see what it actually can do. And Togglerock will check in with his family while he starts investigating the ins and outs of the starship and tries to get an understanding of how it works and what they need to do to best operate.
All right. So you're going to do that after you guys are... so you're going to do that after you and Aspara have looked a few things up. Aspara, are you going to split off, or are you going to help Tolgi?
I mean, I don't have anything else to do, so helping Tulgrook sounds fine by me.
All right. Caesar, you were looking for more work?
I will be at some point, yeah. I mean, they can do what they're doing.
Okay. All right. So, Tulgrook, Aspara, can I have you both make engineering checks?
I would be delighted to.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
27 from me.
A 13 from me.
Okay. So, Tulgrook, as you are kind of like going through the ship systems and putting it all into paperwork, and very intentionally, at least you can tell me if it's intentional or not, you are not listing the ancient artifacts for the Kasatha.
Absolutely, we are not listing that as part of our cargo, yeah.
Smart. Okay. As you're filling it out, you do see that obviously the ship's damaged from the pot shots from the arc rifle and the damage that the person who was a Solarian, or at least you assume so, you have that damage as well.
Mm.
So there's a bit of repairing to be done. You're able to somewhat help and instruct Aspara how to do it. However, Aspara proves to be a little bit difficult to work with in this regard because he just simply doesn't know some of the technical terms that you're talking about.
Well, that does make it a little difficult. All right, I'll dumb it down a little for you. And he'll do his best to direct and guide.
Mm-hmm. And it's running a little bit low on fuel as well.
Hell.
Because there needs to be something that powers up the generator that powers up all the engines.
Yeah, it makes sense. Low fuel ain't good, but we can manage.
Why don't we
Okay.
just put fuel in?
Well, we'd have to buy some first, and that don't typically go for cheap, but, we might end up getting a good deal.
What kind of fuel does it need? It shouldn't need anything too bad. The ship's kind of small.
Well, yeah, it's not terrible. It can hold about, from what I understand, like 90 units of power.
Yeah. So you either need batteries or you need to fit something into the ship for it to be for it to generate the fuel, generate the electricity to feed into the generator that converts it into the electricity that the ship is going to use.
Best bet is probably to hook up once we, since we're already docked and just pay for what we need, and whatever we can't afford, we'll have to find a way to make up the difference with work, most likely.
My cloak might be able to help if it requires batteries.
Well, I mean, it's a really big battery, you know?
My cloak can charge
I
quite
was going
well.
to say, you either need quite a lot of little batteries, like a lot, or you need a few big batteries.
How big do the batteries need to be?
Fairly big. From what I'm seeing on this here readout, it's going to be a matter of, like a. What are we at out of 90?
Back and forth. I would say you're probably at about 20.
Yeah, we got about 20 out of 90 here. Not the greatest out of it. About a fifth of our fuel capacity. We're going to need to fill up with either, energy or maybe some dilithium crystals or good old-fashioned elbow grease. You seem to have a lot about that. How about we put a little elbow grease in this thing?
Aspara, I will say the one thing that you do know is that dilithium crystals are not a real thing.
Sure, we can do that. Put it into neutral and I'll push.
Yeah, exactly. That should work.
All right. Are we putting it into neutral and pushing it?
No, that's not how that works. They have the chargers at each docking station. So all you need to do is drag the cable, attach your adapter, whatever you need, and plug it in.
Also, what were the crystals you were talking about?
Oh, well, they're just made up make-believe. It's shorthand for actual fuel crystals and different forms. I mean, I ain't seen them, but I hear they exist somewhere.
I thought you were saying something that I was not smart enough to understand. Okay.
Not that time, no.
What do you mean that time?
Well, it was difficult getting you to do the right thing, but we got it most of the way.
The engine was easy. It was just like an old automobile engine.
What's an automobile?
Very simple. Oh, they are things they put in the gladiatorial rings. I don't know how to use them.
Huh.
Anyways, let's go try and get fuel.
All right, let's go. At least get the price of it.
It's about 250 credits per gigawatt.
That's a lot.
And 1 gigawatt is essentially like a quarter of a unit of the power that you need.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, he'll look in his wallet and a fucking moth flies out.
Yeah. I can maybe get us half of a unit. Maybe.
It sounds like we have to do some more jobs.
Yeah. We're grounded for a minute here, it looks like, unless it's something real close. Like on station close.
Yep. At this point, our ship is a free living dwelling or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
I do not have to pay rent for my house anymore.
You might need to move your furniture in, though. I mean, our crew quarters in there were kind of tight, but we got plenty of room for decoration.
What kind of furniture? It already has a bed.
You ain't got like no posters or nothing on your wall, no sort of Tritio screens or anything like that?
No? Are you supposed to?
Well, I guess you don't have to.
This was like my first time having an actual room instead of like a cell. So I don't know. You show me. I've never seen someone else's room, really.
Oh, yeah, come on. I'll show you my place. We'll say hey to my folks, and then I'll
You have
grab some
siblings?
supplies. Well, no, I'm kind of an only child.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as our chucklefucks do that, we're going to turn our attention to Caesar. Caesar, where exactly are you heading?
The job board.
Job board? Okay. So that's not too far away from the chucklefucks. They generally have banks of hollow terminals in most parts of the station, especially in the areas where people come in and out of the most. You're able to access it, and it does still read as you being on a job.
I didn't accept a job from the job board when I got that email.
You might not have, but it seems that someone did that on your behalf. You know, Captain Zara wouldn't do that. She knew that the job was kind of shady already. So someone's fucking with
Can
you.
I roll computers to see who requested the job through that post?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me computers.
$21.
You don't get a name, but you do get a location of where it was done. There's this bar that you do know of from... Let me get the person's name. Yeah, it's from the Shadow Stand, which you do know from oh my god. Tunuli. That's a hard word. Why did you give me that name? Makes me sad. I'm gonna butcher its pronunciation unless you could do it better.
All right, what's it called again? The Shadow what?
Shadow's Den.
Okay. Okay. He will stroke the area around his cyber eye, which tends to throb when he's stressed. And he will make his way over there. Because there's only a few reasons why that would exist.
Yeah. Just to tell you a little bit about the Shadow's Den, because you wouldn't know. Obviously, it's a shady bar where shady shit goes on.
Yeah.
You do know that there is some backdoor trafficking things. You're not entirely sure what's going on back there because they keep it pretty damn hush-hush and only allow specific people in there. But you can tell when it happens because you see a lot of people come through one door as only 2 people are going in. It takes
that's
you...
not what he's there for, so...
Yep. Takes you about an hour walk to get there. And outside, it's this kind of purplish haze. They have these smoke projectors coming out of the front door.
Yeah, he just walks in. He's not in the mood.
Okay. Place is pretty busy and packed at the moment from what you can tell. It doesn't really look like anyone is particularly using any form of computer at the moment, but you do know that some people do have their computers installed inside of them.
He will just walk up to the barkeeper.
What can I do you for? A android says that to you.
Is Tawny in?
Tawny is not here right now. They haven't been here for a while.
What's the last news that you had?
From the bar or from Tawny?
This is Tawny's spot, and I assume that she comes here often for meetings and otherwise. I'm just wondering the last news you heard of her. And he's not using his gruff voice. He's just being straight up.
He's being straight up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tawny hasn't come here because she's been on a job for a while. Does seem to be this long-standing job. At least from what I've heard. Someone needs magical protection and technological protection. I guess they're worried about eyes coming in and out, so having a technomancer putting up a physical and magical barrier is a possibility.
Thank you for the help. He will find the nearest terminal. And start doing a little hacking of his own, which he doesn't really like to do. It hurts his cyber eye to stare at screens for too long.
Yeah, because the refresh rate on your cyber eye and the screen are very, very different things.
Yeah, they are. So yeah, he will try to backtrace the job posting that she forced on him to go back to her own account to see what the job is that she's currently on. I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, give me another computer check.
27.
So this doesn't seem to have Tawny's signature on it, the person who forced the job onto you. But you are able to locate the job that Tawny is on, and the android was speaking the truth. It is this continuous paying per hour of service for a... Well, it just says a private company on it. And that is what she's currently doing right now.
Can I use that 27 to track the signature then on the original post?
Yeah. It comes from... Give me a second. Comes from someone that, at least on their computer terminal, it says ZA, it's just ZA. And they did it here. They didn't do it on the specific terminal, but they did it in this bar, and it happened yesterday.
think we have some. Okay. Well, then the cleanest explanation is that she forced this, to make it look clean, even if it wasn't. So he's going to erase that post because he doesn't. Again, he doesn't have time for this. He doesn't want to go on a wild goose chase.
All right.
So should I roll to try to erase it, or
No.
mark it as incomplete?
You can either mark it as incomplete or complete. That is your choice.
He will mark it as incomplete. If there's like a note section, provider of post didn't show up to the location.
Okay. Yeah, there is a note section. You can put that in. Can I have you make a perception check for me? And if it matters, this is auditory.
It's 15.
You hear someone mention Ashikar. And about they say, I mean, it isn't in like very close sentences, but it does come from the same voice. Delivery, and then maybe a minute or two goes by, and then you hear Ashikar.
I don't want anything more to do with this. He's just rubbing the area around his eye again. He will look to see if he can pinpoint the person.
All right, give me one more roll of perception. Oh, come on. I was really rooting for you. Okay. You're able to tell where in the bar it's coming from, and it's kind of coming from this like corner booth that has 3 other people in it. Sorry, it has 4 people in it in total. See that there are 3 Yosoki and 1 elf.
Yeah, he will find a spot close by.
All right.
And just sit.
I'm going to ask for that roll one more time.
21 or 22.
All right, 22. You will get your information in a minute, though. Not intentionally being cagey about it, but I would like to give some other people, give someone a little bit more of a spotlight. Sephia.
Yeah.
You have made most of the headway through your work. You haven't heard any information from your employer. There's no knocks. There's nothing that's disturbed you. And usually your employer is a little bit pushy in getting shit done. So this does strike you as just a tiny bit odd.
That's not right. Can I send like a message off to them?
Yeah, of course. What do you want to say?
Just asking when they wanted this done by.
They're going to message back, and this is probably going to infuriate you a little bit more. As soon as you can. It seems that either he's being intentionally vague or something's going on.
Have I gotten an idea of what all of this paperwork and stuff is about?
Given your profession, it is specifically around the more. It's the uses of the Chisklerite that you retrieved for them. It's kind of about how they plan on using it, and it's it's heavily documented with some metallurgic properties of the material as well. And there are some, at least what you've gone to, they have some theories of how to outfit it into armor for people who don't have a exoskeleton or people who aren't cold-blooded or have an exoskeleton. They're trying to figure out how to get the armor to them. So people like you and Aspara and basically everyone on your entire team.
Oh. She'll reply back. Let me rephrase that. How urgent is this? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Just get it to us as soon as you can. And this is probably the first time that he's referring to the company as us instead of you delivering directly to him.
That's strange. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have many other options other than to keep working on it, but can I, keep an alternate copy of these things for myself?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me your profession again.
Fuck.
Oh, damn, you just can't get a decent roll on this.
Nope.
All right. So you're like a quarter of the way through copying it at the moment. You kind of, especially after the events of the last day, you're making you probably feel the need to make some copies and have backups. And you've probably been working on getting the copies throughout your making some copies while you're working.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of why you're only a quarter of the way through, while you're 3/4 of the way through your workload.
Yep. Yeah, until somebody reaches out to her, that's just what she's going to be doing.
Okay. So, our chucklefucks, Tulgrook and Aspara.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are getting fuel? Or what are you doing?
Fuel's a bit expensive right now.
Yeah. I might have to have him help me out on the repair side of things. We're dinged up, aren't we?
That was the engineering check earlier of repairs.
Oh, excellent. We're fine there. I mean, there ain't a whole lot left to do with this here boat. Aspara, do you think you got good reactions that you could, I don't know, like pinpoint a target with a turret if you had to?
Maybe I might be good enough for that. Yeah, sure.
All right, I think you're going to be our gunner then. And,
Are you sure I should be the gunner? There is one of us who's probably better.
I mean, that's fair. We do got 2 weapons, it says on this here boat. We got one on the front and one that kind of spins around and it'll turn if we need it.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Sure.
Excellent. All right. Well, you got anything that needs doing? I'm going to keep researching this here boat while we do it, but I can help you out.
Well, y'all are broke.
Yeah, we're broke.
Yep, very broke.
So the real question is, where do you guys want to go to from here?
Should we go look at the, or maybe we could check out other things? I don't know. What do you want to do?
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. We can see what's going on. We can check on our friends. We could also see, if we got any work waiting for us.
Indeed. If we do not find work with the good sorts, we can check out with the less legal sorts.
I'm sure we could handle that.
I wonder if the race is still going on.
That's a good idea, actually. Could be kind of fun. Get our minds off of what we just went through.
Indeed.
All right. So what do you want to do first, then?
Let's go check out what they got on offer. Maybe we can come up with a plan on making money for our crew.
So you're also going to the job board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's only a few steps away. You guys get onto the hollow terminal. You see that your last job was marked as incomplete, as the buyer did not show.
Makes sense.
On the job board, there is still the artifact recovery that is in the depths of the station. And that's kind of all you guys can access without directly hacking into the terminal to get into the more criminal elements of the station.
I'll let Aspara take the lead. His imposing look is better.
All right. Let us go. Get some shady business.
So you're hacking into the more criminal elements, which I'm going to have to ask for a computer's roll.
Well, yeah, I can help out with that real quick. Let me just tap, do this, swap that. Say that we're totally supposed to be here. For a total of 20.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of work on your end. It's a little bit more secure than you originally thought it would be. But you are able to get in, and you do see that there is still that racing that is going on.
Yeah, it looks like it's still available, could be worth it. What do you think? Should we maybe reach out to our crew, see if they're interested in a little speeding?
Sure, that could always be good. Maybe get their minds off the recent death. It is hard to cope for some,
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Also, we should. I feel we could make a lot of money by investing in crunchy worms in the stock market.
I don't know. You think they'll let us invest with less than 1,000 credits?
I mean, I have more than 1,000 credits.
Oh, goodness. Look at you. You
I did not
probably
spend
shouldn't say that
much.
out loud, though.
They can try and take it. He'll look at like a child passing by.
I think you're going to have more of an issue with the bigger folks.
They're bigger targets, easier to hit. It's the small ones you have to fear. Yes, OP are too fast. Anyway.
Yeah, let's give them a call real quick.
Who are you calling first?
Let's give Sephia a call first.
It rings a couple times, and you're pretty sure it's going to go to voicemail before she picks up. Hello. Hi. What's up?
Hey, this is. Oh shit! Oh, you actually picked up. One sec. Hey, we was kind of wondering on account of us not having a whole lot of funds and kind of needing to refuel our newfangled flying contraption. Do you think maybe we could all get back together and do a race?
Sure, we can probably do that. Although, I mean, I'm not really the one you're going to want to talk to. I'm not going to be any help with that at all.
I mean, you don't think you'd be able to make a car go faster while we're in it? Or I guess, a speeder or whatever it happens to be?
No, I don't think I could, no. But especially not any better than you could.
Oh, okay. I mean, do you want to maybe at least go out and put on something skimpy and distract folks while we drive and maybe you could throw something at their car like banana peels, make them spin out of control?
Well, I'm certainly not doing the first of those things. I guess sabotage is maybe on the table. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how many tables will be involved, but sabotage could be useful.
If we take their tires, they cannot compete.
That's a good point.
I'm just going to put this out there now. Any vehicle that has tires is considered a classic car or classic vehicle. Most hover now.
Yeah, we need a hovering banana peel.
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
And also will probably be impacted by, the rules of the race.
All right, well, good. I'll let you know when it's time. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we give Caesar a call and see if he's interested in it. Maybe get him out of whatever he's doing at the moment, distract him a little. You want us to pick you up anything while we're out and about? We got a couple of dollars, a couple of credits.
I'll be fine.
All right. Well, talk to you later. Click.
All right. Before you call Caesar, in the bar, you are hearing the people talk about a absolute fuck ton of ancient relics that they had come into from people that they didn't recognize. They seem to have relics from what the history books say is the Yosoki homeworld, Rustrak. There are dug up, big air quotes, dug up relics from the Vesk Empire world of the name that I came up with and totally forgot. Skrathul, or Crestwaving Common. And they even say they have stuff from inside of Vreskthur, or Sabachian Common, the homeworld of the Shirin. And some supposedly buried stuff that was on Tempesta, or Vorstorma.
Okay.
They do say that they have some of it nearby, because this guy is talking as if he's going to be a potential. The elf is talking as if he's going to be a potential buyer of one of them. Is there anything else you want more of? Are you going to do anything with the information, or just kind of keep note of it?
No, he just well, if anything, he knows where to dump this because he doesn't want anything to do with it. Yeah, he'll just make a mental note of the location and get up.
All right. The closer you get to the door, let's say you're mostly out of. I mean, you think you're out of earshot from them, and you can't overly hear all of the details from the conversation now. When you get the phone call from the Tulgrook and Aspara.
He will pick up and what is it?
Hey, we kind of need more funds. Got some stuff that needs doing, especially for our new vessel here. And I was wondering if you might be interested in maybe joining us for a little illicit racing.
No, just go ahead and go on without me. I just need access to the cargo. I have a way to get us some funds, more than likely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll make sure that the door's unlocked for you. We'll yeah, you just use a password and that should open up for you.
What's the password, Togglerock?
I mean, you don't have this on speaker or nothing, do you?
Is it friend?
Well, yeah, but it's in Dwarven.
No, I know the line. I can get it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all
Okay.
have a good time.
I mean, we'll be missing you, though. Okay.
It's all good, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Well, we'll give you a call later when we've won our money.
Absolutely. He'll hang up.
Well, Aspar, looks like we got 3 racers out of a total 4, so we should be able to run a car or a hover vehicle.
All right. Which one didn't the Grizz forget?
It was Caesar.
Why?
He said he's busy focusing on making us some money with the cargo we got.
Like the cool stuff we got? That we haven't read, or like the other random scrap things in the cargo?
I didn't think to ask, but I have a feeling it's got to do with that, weird set of stone things.
I would rather figure out what they are before he sold them.
Oh, well,
Maybe lock the ship before we go.
I did, but he knows the password, so.
What?
Well, yeah.
How did they figure out the password? It was so difficult.
I may have told him the password so that he could get on and off the vessel with relative ease.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, whatever. We don't even know what they do right now anyway, so nothing lost, I guess.
yeah. You know, if he's going to be dealing with whatever them things are, we should probably, just in case, be ready to help out if something happens.
Indeed. We will keep our comms open for him.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, let's see what we got to do for this here racing thing and make it happen.
Okay. So, you guys go to the. I don't remember what the name of your neutral meeting space is. The Iron Glass. Yes, you guys meet at the Iron Glass. Tulgrook, Aspara, and Sephia. The location that you guys need to go to isn't too far away from here. All you have to do is find a door that is obviously angled downwards. And you guys, the job itself had a specific set of instructions for actually how to get in. And you follow them there. It's not too difficult. And when you're down there, you hear the roar of wind and a slight hum of electricity always going through you.
Well, let's try not to touch each other too much. Might get a little shocking.
Indeed.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
I mean, not entirely. If you have you ever had to deal with an extremely large amount of static shock?
I mean, yes.
Well, there you go. So let's keep our hands in our pockets for the moment, and let's go see what's going on over there.
A woman catches your eyes, and she's a human woman. As you get closer to her, you see that she's wearing this kind of like distressed, like pit stop uniform, with her like very, very Borderlands-esque. So like most of her cleavage is out, but not like fully showing in a way that would be like R-rated. And her name is obviously on her uniform, and it says Maris Vaegres, Marisvaeyne.
Oh, hello there, Miss Maris. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, you can call me Miss Vaegres. It's all good here.
You got it, Miss Vane. We heard that y'all might need some contenders for a little bit of a showcase.
Yes. We were down one car, and we've been down a car for a while. We've been racing with 3 groups. It's not as fun as the 4. Now, I'm looking for a driver and a gunner. Someone or some people that can be willing to ride and face some danger.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in my capabilities of driving, but how do you two feel about this whole thing? What do you think you're going to be good at?
Neither of those things particularly.
I couldn't do the gunnery, honestly.
You could or couldn't?
I can. Guns are just
Okay.
not my strong suit.
Well, I mean, I can't do everything myself, but I'll certainly try.
Indeed, you can't. You can't do everything yourself on this raceway.
Yeah, that's how it goes. We'll figure something out. So, you need a crew. How many people minimum?
Ideally 3 on the car. Be nice to have 4, but if you're stuck with this group for the moment, then 3 is just fine. I need someone to drive, I need someone to shoot, and I need someone who's willing to hack or throw things at other people.
I should be able to
looks
do. I should be able to do that.
good. All right, good. Okay.
I feel bad doing this without Caesar.
I do too, you know. I think he'd be real good, might even have some fun with this.
Indeed. Should we press gang him into this?
I don't know. I was never particularly good about peer pressure myself, but
Give me a
Sephia, what
moment.
do you think?
I mean, if he doesn't want to do it, then why would we force him to?
Oh, he didn't say he doesn't want to do it. He said he was busy doing other things, so.
Aspara is calling Caesar on the comlink.
Yes, Gorlick, how can I help you?
Hey, yo, we are about to do this cool, awesome racing. You want in, maybe?
Did you just hit me with the GTA 4? You want to go bowling voice?
My
Holy
uncle Rico owns the bowling alley.
Oh my
No,
god.
no.
I swear to God, that was the same energy. I'm like, I know where you're going. Oh, this fucking broke me for a
God.
second. You want to go bowling? Holy shit.
But yeah, we're doing the race if you want to come join us.
Sorry to the audience. I was just transported like 17 years ago.
Oh.
Oh boy. How badly do you need me?
What is that, Miss Race person? We need 4 people to be able to enter?
I
Oh.
mean,
It sure is a shame how many we need.
I said about 3 or 4. 4 is ideal.
Oh. You hear that through the comlink? They said 4. He'll wink at her.
She looks uncomfortable.
He moves the comlink for a moment. We're trying to peer pressure our friend into joining.
No, I understand that. I don't feel comfortable about it. If he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it, hon.
Maybe he just doesn't know how badly he wants to do it yet.
He's never been in a race before.
How do you know that?
He's an orphan. Maybe.
What does that have?
And orphans can't race, hun? Is that what it is? Is that what you're saying?
They
Mind you,
don't have enough
I don't
people
think
for a
Aspara.
team.
I don't think Aspara's like muted his comlink yet.
No, I was
He's
gonna
not
say
smart enough. He just moved it away from his face.
Gonna say I'm pretty sure I could just take a 10 and hear everything that was just said. It's like I'm not. This is. I. Fine.
Hey, let's go. He said okay.
Where is
All
it?
right.
Where are we?
Near
Not too far from the Iron Glass.
We're not too far from the Iron Glass.
Storyteller.
yes.
Part of his irritation is that this cargo is very heavy and he is a small individual.
Correct.
But during that phone call, he was trying to put this all on, effectively, like, I don't know, hover forklift.
A dolly.
Yeah. Like a hover dolly. How much was it? Just one crate for these tablets?
Yeah, they were the main part of it, especially like now that you're getting a closer look, and you're the one that has the most experience with this kind of thing. Reason why the crate is pretty heavy is that it's padded and has what is effectively hermetically sealed. Each time it closes, it kind of does that like zero pressure. It takes out the pressure and makes sure that everything inside that environment is sterile. Basically to preserve the integrity of these tablets. And with that, you know, that's where the bulk of the weight's coming from. The tablets themselves, they are pretty heavy. I'd say they're about like bulk 1, bulk they're about 2 bulk in entirely is what I would say. I can't exactly remember how much you could store in your cheeks, but it is still unwise to do that.
No, he was just he was beginning the process of programming the dolly to just fly off and deliver this to the location they were talking about. All right, I'll be right there.
I will say, you do have a robot in your room that could deliver the things for you.
That is true.
Like, it hasn't been programmed. Togglerock hasn't visited his apartment since.
Oh, fuck.
It has been a minute, yeah.
Also true.
Yeah, and also, you don't know what he's doing, so... just weird space rushing in my brain. Inviting me to go bowling. Yeah, he will close up the ship, leaving the dolly there, and he will go join them at the racetrack.
Okay.
Because let's not get rid of the thing threatening our life.
All right. So it takes about 20 minutes for you to go from the ship to the with directions provided by Tulgrook, because Aspara didn't give them to you. So Tulgrook,
he knows what the track is. It's
yeah,
fine.
that too. It's like when Tulgrook said near the Iron Glass, you kind of already knew, and the directions that were sent just confirmed it. When you get there, you do see that they are talking to the human woman that I mentioned earlier, Maria Svein.
All right, I'm here. Where's the vehicle?
All right. Yosoki. Is he going to be your gunner?
I mean, that'd be a good idea. You feel like blowing stuff up there, friend?
Or do you want to be on sabotage? I don't know. It does come with grenades.
Just put me in the vehicle. he's trying not to ruin the excitement for these two.
All right.
But he's also just like, let's just get this race over with.
All right. Well, I mean, he threw grenades real good last time we had him around. So we'll put you at the gunner station, but be ready to swap just in case.
Understood, Captain.
I can throw things wherever needed.
You're
Oh,
bad at
okay,
it.
good.
I'm kidding. You're fine. Let's get going.
Yep, I'll be driving, y'all be throwing, and Caesar, you be shooting. Let's make this happen.
All right. If you all follow
we-
me, and I'll bring you down to the vehicle that will loan to you for this race. When we have 4 groups, the payouts usually a bit better, especially if you bid on yourselves. And you can even get better profits from that.
Ooh, all right. How much can we bid on ourselves?
We like to keep some things cheap here because if you go too expensive, then there can be a gang war, and nobody wants to deal with that just over some cash that was spent at a racetrack. So our maximum bid per person is 250 credits. Now, mind you, there's 4 of you here. That's about 1,000, I'd say. Yeah, about 1,000. And depending on how many people bet on against you or on you, you either split the profits with the people that bet on you, or you gain all the profits from the people who bet against you. You'll
Are we allowed to bet against the other teams as well?
if you're bidding on yourselves, you are bidding against the other team.
Oh, I see. Okay. This is
Yeah, I
just
think
like
you could,
gladiatorial combat.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
3-to-1 odds. Every man for themselves in that case as well. There's 3 other groups, all trying to win for themselves. Because there is prize money. Of course there's prize money. Which is why your payout can be so big. We're offering about $750 for our first place, about $500 for our second, and $250 for our third. We like to be generous. It keeps people satisfied, keeps other people off our backs.
Well, Aspara, it sounds like you could maybe cover the whole betting pool for all of us.
Sure, I could do that. Easy
Yeah,
enough.
no, he can't. It's only $250 per person, unless he's willing to wire y'all the rest of the money so that y'all can make the individual payments yourselves. He is only putting up $250 max.
Aspara, could I take a small loan of 250 credits from you real quick?
Of course, sir. That I've never met before? Is that how we're doing this? Whatever.
I don't care how
No,
y'all
it's okay.
do it.
We can be friends.
I don't care how y'all do it. You give me the 250 if you're all giving me 250. You're doing it individually.
All right.
All right.
Aspara
You-
will wire each of them 250 credits for maximum gambling.
I'm not bidding. It's fine.
Oh, I'm betting.
Sephia, would you like to gamble?
Sure, why not? It's not my money.
No, it is. Whatever, fuck it. All right.
All right. So, getting the 750 in total.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Pay up from you, pay up from you, and pay up from you. Wonderful. Now, this vehicle right here, it's pretty simple. It's nothing too difficult. I just need to make sure that I can find the information on the right vehicle.
I guess having the title is important.
No, more that knowing what you're piloting is important. All right. You are going to be. We're going to be piloting our most civilian of vehicles, because this is our more entry-level vehicle. Since you all did not come up with the vehicle yourselves, nor did you customize it. And what you guys see, the best way to put this is it looks like an SUV that's hovering. And it looks like all the windows have been blown out in some fashion. There is still shards of glass.
That's not confidence boosting.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah. Does it run?
Oh, of course it runs. Here, let me turn it on. And she'll open up the door and you see a bit of glass fall out. And she brushes some off the seat. She presses a button and you can hear it struggle to come up and then is running pretty well.
Doesn't sound as bad as I thought it would. Sounds better than it looks, actually. Okay, I think we can work with this.
And you think that I would give you something that would automatically fail?
Well, you never know. I mean, entertainment purposes and all that.
No. Entertainment would be giving you this car and not giving you any weapons or anything to defend yourselves. All right?
Well, let's not get that entertaining. What kind of weapons and self-defense measures do we got today?
What'd you bring?
Well, I got real good wiggly fingers, but
But you're
what do y'all
driving,
got?
aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Indeed.
Like I said, entertainment is giving you guys this vehicle and not providing you with anything else other than EMP grenades. Everything else is on y'all. Race starts in 30. Be ready. And she'll walk off.
Well, I suppose we have to supply our own weapons here. Y'all, got any ideas? Got any plans?
Are we allowed to jump from car to car?
It's a good question.
She walked
I
away.
I mean, maybe. Are you willing to risk falling down and getting scraped up real bad?
Oh,
Yeah.
with my new belt, falls do not affect me as bad as they normally would.
Is tumbling for miles on end because we're going 70, 80 clicks? Does that hurt you?
Nah, I'd win.
Well,
Can't be much worse than being shot yesterday was.
No, that's fair.
yeah, it wasn't fun.
And I will just have to not miss.
All right. Well, I mean, what's the worst that happens? They tell you not to after you already did it and we win because of it?
Well, in that case, they'll probably not agree to give us any of the prize money and we'll be disqualified. So we should probably
Okay.
ask if that's something we're allowed to do beforehand.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hold on, I'll be right back. Togglerock will run, waddle over.
All right, what you need that now?
Miss Vane, we was just wondering if, is it possible during the race if we could leap from our car atop the other cars in the race and do shenanigans?
The only rule is that everyone starts at the same time. That's it.
That's the only rule, nothing else.
No. Go crazy, go kill each other. I don't care. Put on a show.
All right, well, that gives me some ideas. All right, thank you. If I have any other questions, I'll try and find you.
Well, I'm sure you will.
All right, bye, Miss Vane, and he'll turn and waddle, run back over. Yeah, you can do that. You can jump. You can do whatever we want. I mean, the only thing that we have to do is start at the same time and wear matching colors.
Are you sure that second part was a part of it?
Yeah, she said we have to really decide on which color we should wear.
Purple.
Do like purple.
I don't. Why would the color we're wearing be important?
Yeah, it's for entertainment purposes. You know, the crowd wants to know which team you're on, and if we plan on jumping from vehicle to vehicle, it's much easier for them to recognize who's part of what crew.
Right. Sure.
So you're gonna wear purple, right?
Do you have something purple for me to wear?
I do.
I'm going
Well,
to
there you
regret
go.
asking that.
All right. Go ahead and pass out the purple pieces. We'll put them on.
All right. Well, he has a second skin he's not wearing, so he'll pass out pieces of the second skin.
Oh, ooh, gross. Oh, I mean, that's not bad. It's a little tight.
It smells. It most definitely smells.
I'll just take the hand part here and make them into driving gloves. That way everyone can tell I'm the driver. There we go. Why are they stained? What the hell?
It's probably not worth thinking about.
The musk of drow was used as an aphrodisiac back on my world. Or that, so I've been told.
I'm not gonna
Right.
smell it.
Nope. Honestly, this makes me not want to wear it.
We don't need the race to be harder than it has to be, so I recommend not smelling it.
Yeah, all right. Well, just don't put them on our noses and we'll be fine.
Right.
All right. I mean, I'm getting ready to hop in. Y'all get in your positions. We only got a few minutes left.
Indeed, Aspara will hop in as well.
Yeah. I'll hop in. I'll hop in, and I'm just gonna go do a thing on my sheet. Don't worry about this.
I mean, Caesar's been in the car this whole time.
Yeah, Caesar's just been waiting for everyone.
Yeah, he's not wearing purple.
Oh, Caesar, we got some purple pants for you that should
No.
help you. How about some sleeves? Just the sleeves, not the shirt. Okay, what about a vest?
No.
Ear covers?
Toggy, with all due respect, nothing you have will fit me.
All right, fine.
And he's not using his growl voice either. He's been focusing on his own interface, trying to do some research while this is all going on, because he's trying to walk and chew bubblegum.
Give me a culture roll.
He's not researching the tablets.
Oh, never mind.
He's trying to make sure he knows the layout of the area where they're staying. so he knows where to drop it off.
All right.
Life science. I don't know what that would be. He's just trying to study a map.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to make you roll anything. You're studying the map. That's okay.
Yeah.
If it were for the tablets, yes, culture roll.
Yeah, no, he clearly isn't focused on whatever is about to happen. He's studying something.
Yep. Right. Is there any more preparations that anybody else wants to make on their character sheets? Sephia, I saw it.
Yeah, I'm activating my nanite array, my sheath array.
Yeah. Is anybody else activating any other abilities?
Nope, I'm just 3.5 feet tall and really good with guns and grenades. Wish me the best.
Actually, yeah, Togglerock. I mean, I assume it's not a vehicle he's super familiar with, so instead of him using the standard interface, he'll kind of wave his hands over the whole dashboard and create a holographic interface that he can more directly and familiarly utilize.
All right. Aspara, are you doing anything?
He will make a nice little purple flag out of the pants and tie it to the car.
Hell yeah.
That is it. He has nothing else to prepare for.
All right. You all hear over the intercom. Racers, 2 positions. Racers, 2 positions. And you see 3 other vehicles pull out from around 2 different corners. You see a female Lashunta, and her vehicle and team look very tech focused. And they seem to the person who's their gunner seems to have a scope on whatever weapon they're using. It looks like they're at least focused on being precise when they're going to take shots. The next one you see is a purely Ysoki group. And they look like the aggressive Ysoki that you guys fought against in the first episode, the Rust Rats. They're dressed in roughly that color. And you could tell that their weapon is fucking heavy. Not accurate, but heavy. And then next is a group of 3, a Vesk, a Shirin, and a Kasatha. And it looks like the Kasatha is driving and also might do a little bit of sabotage, where the other 2 are focused on gunnery only. And they are intimidating as hell. And with that, I am going to take us to break.
Thank you for watching Echoes of the Vaegres. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow more of our content. You can find all of our actual plays on our website at www.hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/hallowedhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
Welcome back, everyone. As we left off, all of our racers were called to the starting line. And I have our pilot make a initiative roll. I'm going to bring you guys over to the map. And as I already warned my players, this is janky as fuck on their end. On our end, on the stream, it is wonderful.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
I will use a resolve to reroll that. Oh, much better.
It's a little better.
Just a bit.
All right. Oh, yes, I should also pull up the turn order.
So we're that cool looking red car, right? Totally.
Yes, actually.
Fuck yeah.
God damn it. This is what I get for not doing the thing. Create all that. And your roll was 20.03. Plus the information of the vehicle, which I should probably give you. All right, so we are going to add. Yeah, nothing extra for piloting. Okay, from them. Why is your piloting bonus?
Mine is a +8.
+8. So we are going to take your initiative roll and +8 it instead of the +3.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
So
that's
25.
20. Yeah, I'm not a math guy, so
No, that's why I'm here.
What are you laughing at now?
just the admittance. No, I'm here because I'm the math guy. Like, nah, it's me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm the cook guy. That's how it works.
I have learned. The more you learn of math, the more probability fucking hates you.
I don't think that's true. Because I used to be really fucking good at math, and now I'm not, and now probability hates me.
Well, it kind of seems like you
That's
learned a lot
because-
about it, then you got worse. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because you did learn. The numbers remember, Vironz. The numbers remember.
All right. So,
The dice are fickle creatures.
with our crew going off at 25, we have some phases that we go through for vehicle chases, which is essentially what this is. So, you are going to make your pilot actions. You can basically speed up, which is pretty much your only thing at this moment. Because you're starting from 0, so you are to speed up.
Yep, I think that would make sense. So yeah, let's do a speed up first.
And in regards to how far your vehicle can go, it can go. Let's stick with the 20 feet. And
Hey, Vironz.
yeah, I know your guys' thing is fucky. I'm gonna do all the movement for you.
No. I think we're muted.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
They didn't hear my jokes.
Oh my god, I left us on mute.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, the different.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Are we back?
Hello.
We are back. We're so
We're so back.
We're so back.
We're so
It's
back.
so
fam.
over.
Fuck.
Let us all go out in a fiery blaze of glory from
Jesus
series of bad
Christ.
math. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
For chat to know, we're the cool looking red car.
Yes, they are the cool looking red.
The car just disappeared on our roll 20.
No, it
No,
did
it moved up.
not.
It did.
It's up here.
Oh no, it moved. Okay.
It just moved, but I was tabbed out, and when I tabbed back in, all I saw was the car was there for a second, and then it wasn't.
Oh my god.
That is how cars work. They're there for a moment and then they're
Okay.
not.
I
They're very fast.
Tulgrook, I need you to make your piloting check at a DC 19.
You got it.
Oh my god.
How about I spend another resolve point for you? Oh, fuck.
I shouldn't make those noises.
Let's see here. What can I do to add to this somehow?
Don't you... Let me go to your spells, please. Thank you.
Yeah. I could use incompetence, but that would just be on myself, which I already
That
have.
just already happened.
The DC's
So,
19?
yeah, it's 17
It
plus,
is, yeah.
17 plus the vehicle's item level. So, here's the thing. It's not exactly you're going to move immediately, but you will be moving no matter what.
Okay.
So, because you did not do the speed up, but I'm going to give you the keep pace, which you've definitely hit. So you
Okay,
will move
those-
you will move that move at that point when we get to the chase phase.
Yeah, essentially we don't move forward immediately, we move forward one later instead of moving forward immediately and moving forward later.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I get it. We're doing the cool peel out thing then. The back of the vehicle is swaying side to side as the wheels engage with the road.
Yes, the wheels that aren't there.
Yeah, the hover is just pushing really hard and you hear it peeling out.
All right, so this car is going to move forward. I'm going to move you guys back on your map. They make their check. Move forward.
They make their check?
They do make.
What kind of vehicle are they using?
Actually, no, you're right. They don't. They're also doing the burnout. Let's see if everybody's doing the burnout maneuver. Nope. Hey, one person does. All right. So now we go into the chase progression. So pretty much your only options at this moment are moving forward.
I like it.
So everyone is going to be moving forward. I realize if we're going to move the people on your end, I will do that in just a moment. Oh, not them. Them. Actually, they're a little bit forward. They're here. You're here. They're here. Okay. Actually, they're a little bit more behind. All righty. So this is where we get into the combat phase, which is probably going to be the most involved part. So, for our combat phase, this is pretty much where it's all ranged attacks and otherwise. And you guys, as a group, are able to do things in combination to achieve the best results. However, this also does mean that they're able to do the same. But you guys are first. So, what would you like to do? And who would you like to target first? Just as a reminder, I gotta get back to my thing. Group 1, the people to your left, is a Lashunta, and they are very they look very tech savvy. And their gunner has a scope on their weapon. and it looks like someone might be working on a hack. The group that is ahead in front of you guys, and I need to move them up because they pass their piloting check. Actually, no, not them. That'd be them. Actually, so group 3 passed their piloting check. Group 2 is the Yosoki gang that look like they are very aggressive and have heavy weapons. And group 3 is the Vesk, Shirin, and Kasatha. So,
So we're in the same zone as 2 vehicles?
You're in the same zone as 3 vehicles.
Ooh, okay.
And I need to move the vehicle that is ahead. One zone ahead.
All right. So it looks like the pilot can take actions as well, as long as I didn't do a double maneuver. Is that the case?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as long as you have actions to spend, but you do. So.
Yeah, Tulgrook will point at the one closest nearby and say, "Let's fuck up that guy," and the one that's not quite further behind us, more adjacent to us. And he'll offer to start off with an overheat to mess up the inside of their engines.
All right, so an overheat. Go ahead and make that attack for me.
You got it. That is a 19 on the spell penetration. They need a reflex save or get 7 fire damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's go.
They take 7 fire damage. The vehicle is smoking a bit now. What would the rest of the group like to do to add on to the damage?
I have a whole ton I can do because I don't have much for range.
Same.
Mhm.
Y'all got anything to throw?
I guess we were given EMP grenades, weren't we?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have plenty of things to throw, and Caesar says in his head, but what would you like to do to this vehicle?
I don't know if I want to kill them, but we definitely want to get them to stop racing so that we win.
Okay. All right. Caesar's gonna pull out his sniper rifle. And I don't know what these things look like. I don't know the layout of these cars. He's never been in one of them. But could I roll a engineering check to kind of guesstimate what the weak point of this vehicle is?
Sure.
Like, there's got to be something that he can shoot to make it not run as well.
Yeah,
Like,
no, there definitely is. I just need you to so make that engineering check.
28. Well, actually 30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go. It's a good start.
Yeah, there is a. Yeah, there's where the battery is. That's kind of like powering. You know what does the hover stuff. If you shoot that, that'll take out. That'll basically cause the car to just land on the ground and skid because it won't have anything to do to propel itself forward.
Dope. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. So you're aiming for that. I'm going to rely on one of my experts in combat. I do believe. Are you taking it as an aim action or aim bonus action?
No.
Okay.
Just
Just going to shoot in general.
He's just gonna shoot it
All right. You will get a -2
because
vehicle attack penalty.
wait,
So
what?
attacking from a vehicle gives you a penalty.
So it's just a -2 to the roll to hit.
Would my far shot feat for the negate the -2 to a -1?
Give me.
It doesn't say anything. I mean, it doesn't say anything about vehicle shooting. It's fine. I'll just shoot. It's good.
I'll have it negated down to a 1 until I do my further research. Like it mattered.
Oh, well, it doesn't fucking matter.
That's
like
pretty
it
good.
Fucking mattered. Okay.
Yeah, he just he's like Toggle's just like, do you have anything to throw at these things? He's like, what do you want to do? I don't want to kill him. All right, and he just whips out a
Bang.
sniper rifle, bounces it on the window, and takes a shot. Bang.
All right.
This is what you brought him here to do. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody could say that wasn't it.
Yeah, so he does two things, and one of them he never gets a chance to do. Yeah, there we go. What happens?
All right.
That's pretty good bonus damage too. I'm
son
not
of a
complaining.
Really
Bitch,
good.
God damn, that thing. Okay, you hit both.
Yep.
Okay. Hit both times. And so. Okay. Okay. It's sparking. It's not down yet, but it is sparking and looking like it is struggling.
All right. That one I shot's got less juice. It's a good start as any. And that's what Caesar did. All right.
So yeah. Grenades from Sephia or Aspara?
I am not trained in grenades, and I have 0 dexterity modifier, so maybe not.
Guess who's also not trained in grenades?
Guns? How about guns?
Guess who's trained in small arms?
I was gonna say any guns you want to shoot are valid.
Don't have any guns, but how easy do our doors look to rip off?
Their doors or your doors.
Our doors.
Why do you want to rip it off?
Because then it can be thrown.
Got a point.
No, you do. That just wasn't the answer I was expecting. Okay.
I'm with crazy.
Okay. Give me just straight strength.
Gonna go ahead and spend a good old resolve to reroll that.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay. Yes, you are able to rip off the door. You're gonna suffer a -3 penalty if you're gonna try to throw it right now, or you can give it to Sephia to throw.
He will look to Sephia. You want to throw a door?
Sure, I'll throw a door. Rather our driver just get closer so we can actually get over there, but
Fuck it.
You got
for
it.
now. Yeah, fuck it, I'll throw a door.
I'm with crazy. Okay, I need you to make an athletics check next. And we're gonna do it with the -2 penalty because it's a vehicle attack.
Okay.
Not gonna worry about the fact that it's an improvised weapon. I'm gonna worry about the fact this is a vehicle attack.
Alright. So 11. Jesus. That's a 6, by the way.
Okay.
I have result points to spend.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
that's 22.
All right. That's way better than I was expecting. So yes, you do hit it, and can I have you roll? I don't know what feels appropriate here. Can I have you roll 2d6?
Sure. Hi.
It's below average, but I'm going to take it. It looks like it scratches and leaves a dent, but doesn't overwhelmingly hurt the vehicle in any way. And with all that, you guys do seem to be untargeted for the most part from everyone else's combat actions. It does seem that they are... Some of them are blissfully ignoring you as you're melee attacking one group, and this other group doesn't seem to be focused on you as they're much more focused on the person in first. The people on your left are targeting the people in first. And they let loose this barrage of fire, like laser shots at this vehicle, and you could see that the tail end is starting to drag down as they're returning shots back, and it looks like the car on your right suffers a little bit of they kind of start to swivel a little bit. Sorry, not swivel, swerve. I meant swerve. It looks like there might have been a hack that they're now slightly out of control. They were thinking that you guys were just completely unprepared, and now seeing what you've done, they're obviously more aware. So, with that, we are going to go back to our piloting. Tulgrook.
Okay. This time I will do a Dulio maneuver.
Yeah.
So I take a penalty to them. But I want to engage another vehicle while we're here. And then, or is it engage first, then speed up, or speed up, then engage? Speed up and then engage.
It depends on what you want to do.
I want to go forth, and I want to engage with the people in front of us to give our crew more opportunity to fuck up the leader.
Okay. So I'm just going to remind you then that
-4 penalty is rough.
it's a -4 penalty, and you need to hit a DC 19.
That's impossible for me. All right. So it's just going to be speed up or engage.
Because you can speed up and get next to them. That's the thing you can do. And that gives you...
Will that be enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, it's not impossible, it's just unlikely.
It's improbable.
I'll give it a shot on just speed up. We'll worry about Dulio later because I can also use to spell or something later. So here we go with speeding up check.
Hey,
Let's
there we
fucking
go.
It would have fucking worked if you did the dual action. Goddammit.
It sure would have. I forgot how big number can get.
It's okay, because if they succeed, then they move even farther forward. Or if they don't, then you still have the ability to try and engage them.
Sorry, I was like in the middle of something. Where the fuck is the car? Because I know we moved forward, but I can't see it.
We moved forward
like-
again.
Yeah,
We're
we're
buried.
The images overlap because
Okay. I was like, I thought we were doing pretty well, but now.
no, yeah, I did not screenshot all that well. That's all.
You good.
Okay. Which brings me to those people, and they are the ones that have the thing. Okay, they also succeed.
Well, that's annoying.
That just means they're next to us. That's okay. We can fuck them up even more.
Yeah, they're the ones that
Yeah.
are like really. Actually, they're the ones that are really struggling right now.
All right. What do I?
Oh, Jesus,
next?
they are also able to move ahead.
Wait, which one did I
Damn it.
shoot?
You shot the one on your left.
Oh. They got like a minus or something? Shit.
They rolled spectacularly well, by the way.
Yeah, they got a 19 plus 9.
So even the penalties
Crazy.
didn't exactly affect them. Oh, okay. Group number 3 is struggling. So, into our chase phase, you guys move up one. Up one zone. The people on your right also move up a zone. People on your left move up a zone. Oh, come on. There we go.
No, I gotta make sure I'm allowed to do what I'm doing next. Not that, I mean.
Tulgrook, you could be a lot closer to the people on your left, by the way, if you want.
Yeah, I want to be all up in their business. That way it's super easy for our team to do like the more melee oriented stuff.
Okay. So I need to do that. All right. The fact that they're covered is basically just the indication that you are right next to them. And then the people on the right. Actually, all right. I gotta move everything. All right.
Wait, don't. Ah, fuck. Can we? All right.
What?
Let us know what you want us to do before you start just doing shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Tulgrook. I mean,
I had an idea. Never mind.
okay. So
You're good. Yes.
that was chase phase. Presuming you guys didn't want to do anything extra to it because there's not a whole lot you can do other than try to escape and get left behind, or just advance vehicles.
I mean, I've already committed to the one action, so I'm good.
Yeah. So in our combat phase, people who want to shoot things could still shoot things without penalty other than the vehicle penalty. And the people who want to jump across can jump across if they would so like to do.
I would like to jump across.
I would
Okay.
like to board as well.
Okay.
I'll let them handle that.
Yep.
Okay.
Slowly puts
I-
away a plethora of grenades I have in my pockets.
Well, so-
Athletic rolls, please, first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Grizz, you can attack the other vehicles too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
but, like-
the people behind you and the people in front.
Yeah, I know. I just the one I shot is the one you're boarding, so I figured that wouldn't be out of the count a little bit. So I was just gonna throw a web grenade into the one, but you're good. I have plans. It's fine. I have 2 diminutive laser pistols. Oh, that's a 14.
So the DC is
It
5
is.
plus the vehicle's KAC.
5 plus vehicles KAC. And okay. Sephia makes it.
If you fail by less than 5, nothing happens.
Aspara.
Uh-oh.
Mhm. Oh, hey, look, there's a nice resolve point with my name on it right there. That's crazy.
How'd you put your name on it?
Like that.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's how you do it.
You made me panic. All right. You're both on. Let's see, I said that this was group 1. So yeah, as you board and like jump through the windows of their vehicle, this thing is really kitted out electronically. And it looks like they're using their driver is also using a holographic interface, and it looks like, mind you, I think Sephia is the only one who would know. This looks like a police cruiser's interface. And you could see that one of her team is working on a hack, and it looks like it was trying to target your vehicle. And then the other was also going to shoot at your vehicle. Is jumping over just your full action? So I don't believe I have.
It's like boarding a vehicle in normal it is just a move action.
Okay, cool. Melee attacks if you would like.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch the person that's trying to hack us. And by punch, I mean use these weird, gross claws that I suddenly have.
Weird, gross claws. Okay. Who are you attacking directly? The gunner, the hacker, the driver?
The hacker. The hacker.
Okay. You definitely threw them off what they were doing, and they stop and they look frightened at you.
Yeah, Sephia's just kind of standing there, like, hands almost like dripping with like black paws that are now probably covered in blood too.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. This is normal. Don't worry about it.
Spara.
Yes, I would like to punch them with the red band.
Okay, make your punch.
No.
No. How many resolve points do you want to burn today, by the way?
I'm good with the more important ones. We're chilling for now.
Yeah. Caesar and Tulgrook. You guys have actions.
Yep. Caesar, you want to go first? I'll follow your lead.
Well, I think he's probably beside Togglerock at this point. You see him like watch the other ones board the other one and sigh and put away just like a wide plethora of various colored grenades. you don't know where he got them from because he doesn't seem to have a lot of pockets on him. So Vironz card jujitsu is literally just called Fast and the Furious 1 through 10. Thank you.
Oh, you've not heard about the sport.
No, and we're okay. He's just you said all the windows are blown out?
Yes, all of your windows are blown out on this vehicle.
All right. So cool. He's going to climb to the front of the hood of this car and lay down on it and pull out his sniper, and he's going to aim for the front car. Keep it steady, Togglerock. All right, cool. He's gonna.
This is increasingly becoming one of the more badass things that Caesar has ever done. And I assume that it's only going to go up from here.
Well, we'll see. 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and dime. Let's take a shot. I will actually take the aim bonus action at this point. Wait, that means I can't do a full action, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, you can't do a full attack.
That won't help me do, but I'll just do a full attack. Beep. Yeah, I'll reroll those. I'll reroll that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just do that again. Here we go. Nothing. Move along. Nothing to see here.
Good God.
Oh man.
God.
Let's go.
Oh my God. How did you get a crit again? Again. Wow. Okay.
Money, bags, money in the bags, money. Sorry, what's up?
They're disabled. Like you just fully blitzed through that. Yeah, they're just were you shooting at the battery or were you just shooting to kill?
No, he's shooting at the battery.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot out the battery and you can see all of the acid from it just leak out as this car slams into the ground and skids with the carrying momentum and then stops.
Yeah, and I think Togglerock like sees that, so you see in slow motion that goes down, hits the ground as like the 2 shells pop out of the sniper rifle, and he slides back into the car. That's 2.
Well, I guess I'll just deal with this one back here. And Togglerock will turn and attempt to hack from a distance.
Okay. Make me a computers check.
Money in the bag. Money in the bag. Money in the bag.
21. All right. Tell me what you would like to do. Keep in mind.
I would essentially
keep in mind you have just limited time.
Yeah, I just want to engage the brakes. Just immediately slam. That's it. Slow them down.
Okay. So yeah, you'll they won't be able to move forward with their next one, with the next piloting phase. All right.
Yeah.
Sephia and Aspara, you guys are going to be attacked, and we're going to purely go off this one attack roll.
You got it.
Does 16 hit either of your KACs?
No.
It does hit me.
Okay. Go ahead and take 5 bludgeoning. As the person who is piloting takes their second and fucking elbows you. Tulgrook, I'm going to have you make another computer's check for me, unless Sephia has to say.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna expend a nanite surge to use defensive dispersal. To in fact take no damage. As the guy goes to elbow Sephia, but her body, that part of her body, kind of just dissolves into a cloud of nanites for a second before reconstituting itself.
They scream. So, next, Tulgrook, I'm going to need you to make another computer's check.
How about a 26?
Yeah, someone was attempting to hack your vehicle. You put a stop to that shit quick. and it seems that their gunner is stunned from the sudden break that you did on them. All right. Go ahead and make your piloting check for me.
Put the money in the bag.
Okay. I mean, we're not too worried about getting too far ahead, so I'm just going to try and keep pace with whatever the guy next to me is doing. Can I tell if they're going to plan on speeding up?
Oh, yeah. They're going to try and speed up.
All right. Then I will speed up as well to try and keep pace with them. Here come 80. 16. I'll use the result point.
Yeah, that batter should be suffering at some point because it's
17. Is that what we need?
No.
No,
Wait.
19.
Yeah, you need 19. Yeah.
You know what? I mean, I don't imagine we're going to need them too many later. I've got one resolve point after this.
Hey,
Let's
okay.
go.
Nice.
I was going to say, you're really hedging your bets here.
I am. I have faith in my team.
Hold on. Got to find the right distance. There we go. There. There. All right, let's see if they are able to speed up as well. They are not. And then the last one. Let's see if they are actually able to manage to keep up with the other group. Oh, yeah, they are. In fact, they might even be able to catch up with you eventually. Okay. Then we go into the chase phase. You guys move forward. I make sure that you guys go to the right point on my map. They move forward. And they will also move forward. Sephia and Aspara, you guys are still in the other vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with you first, because you two are in the other vehicle.
I'm gonna hit the pilot.
oh right, yeah, they're still in the car.
Yeah, we're still in their car.
Okay, remind me to shoot the other one.
To hit the pilot, are you breaking the windshield? Say yes.
I mean, obviously.
Coolio.
Just smash. Fuck it. I'll do a full attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Hey! Your first one's good, your second is not.
second one not so much.
How confident do you want to be? How confident are you? Sorry, that's how I'm going to phrase it. How confident are you?
I'm fairly confident.
Okay. Well, good. Because you are able to not, well, it's bludgeoning piercing. So yeah, they're dead. It does seem that this person is rather quite weak and is just great at putting on a facade.
Wait, Tuggy, I think she's killing people. I thought I couldn't kill people.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Follow the suit.
Man,
When in Rome.
could have been shooting people this whole time. When in Rome, says the dwarf in space. I'm happy about it. I could have been shooting people this whole time. Dang.
I mean, they're trying to kill us. It's only fair.
Are
Yeah.
they?
They are.
Man.
They were before. They definitely are now.
They're just really right. Like, it's like, I don't know.
I don't think Caesar would know it because the people that are trying to kill your group are in the car trying to kill the people that are in their car. Sephia, as your flare, you wanted to break the windshield?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because I believe Aspara wanted that, so grant that.
Nice.
Aspara.
Hey, there are other people in the car, correct?
Yeah, you got the gunner and the hacker.
Cool. Which one would you say is closer to the windshield?
Hacker.
All right. I would like to use the reposition attack to grab them and then just drop them out of the vehicle.
Okay.
It is a standard action.
I can't stop you.
I believe it would be the same as if I rolled my entropic strike, so I'm just going to roll that.
Yeah.
With a resolve point.
Smart choice.
There we go.
Yeah, roll a d3 plus 2. Outside of the thing, because it looks like your entropic strike is fucked up for its damage. All right.
Oh, this is for reposition. It doesn't do any damage.
It doesn't do
I
any
was
damage.
just
Okay,
rolling
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. But you're throwing him out of the windshield.
Yeah, he's repositioned 5 feet outside of the car.
Can you describe this for me?
Indeed. Aspara will, after the windshield is broken, nod to Sephia, reach in rather quickly to the man on his iPad, pull him out, hold his arm fully extended for a moment, making sure he will be in the path of the other car, and letting go.
Okay. All right. All right. So, yeah. What are you going to try to pilot the vehicle, or are you just going to deal with the fact that you're stopping there?
There's another car to jump onto.
If they catch up, which they haven't so
Indeed.
far.
I mean, to be fair, if they don't catch up, then that does mean we win anyway. So,
Also true.
I mean, Aspara's down to try and pilot it. He doesn't know how to, but he's down to try.
yeah, we can figure it out.
No, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
All right. Sorry, I'm back. What's
Yeah,
on?
Caesar and Tulgrook, there is effectively one other car left in the race.
Okay.
Well, that makes it easy for me. Once it's
I
time.
won't shoot anybody, but he's going to swing up to the top and do the same thing. Lay flat to take a shot. One for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and pew pew pew.
I'm about to blow.
No, not yet.
I'm about to bust. Oh,
Ew.
what?
Tulgrook every 15 minutes.
It hurts.
Terrible damage.
How does the Radiohead song go? It hurts more when you do it to yourself. I don't remember. Anyway.
That's that guy. Correct.
Well, if you're shooting directly at the vehicle, you would need to reroll it. Because that is effectively a 14.
Okay.
Okay.
18 for 5. He's just shooting into the windshield to distract them.
Yeah. You're definitely able to do damage on the vehicle, and mean, yeah, obviously the windshield's well, it's got bullet holes in it. It's not falling apart. Windshields don't exactly do that. They just kind of like pierce through. Unless you get like a nice blunt object to make it break apart.
I understand. He was trying to distract them while the absolute massive amount of Chad energy Togglerock takes care of the rest.
Yeah, Togglerock.
Yep. Togglerock would like to continue hacking them, but instead of slowing them down, we've got them they should be okay in that car. But just in case they're not, I'm going to try and hack them so that they pull up alongside the other vehicle, which hopefully gives our team the opportunity to take advantage of the position, hop to the vehicle if need be. If not, they can just set up for the attack on the next round.
I forgot to move that vehicle. No, I don't need to move that. Sorry, that vehicle is there, but it is not engaged with the other one.
Okay. Could I hack them to force them to engage?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Ew, gross. That is a 13 total.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying. I can't get a hold of the code. I'm moving.
Eyes on the road, big guy. You got this.
All right. Put pause on that.
Yeah, as far as they miss hitting you.
Nice.
Tulgrook, can I have you make a computers check yet again?
Absolutely. How about a 29?
Yeah, no, they won't get you. Next thing that they do as well is have their gunner. Oh, you guys are gonna get hit.
Yeah, that's enough to get our AC.
Your KC.
Can I take I can't take a reaction. I have.
What do you want to do?
Oh, well, I was gonna say if I see someone start like aiming towards our car, I was gonna lob up a flash grenade.
How badly do you want to do that?
Not that badly. That's why I said never mind. Like,
okay.
Yeah. It's the most important thing in the world. Nah, it's like, well.
All right, your vehicle is going to take 6 damage in total.
Nah, these guys can't shoot. Only 6 damage.
It's the hardness. That's the difference.
Nah. He's gonna shoot like a god.
All right. Piloting phase yet again.
All right, let's go. We're gonna try and.
All right, move to the left. Your other left.
No, my left.
I mean, we might as well keep speeding up. I'm fairly positive on our team's capabilities.
It can't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll just keep speeding up. Worst it happens is we don't.
You
but
do.
We do.
Well, we do.
27.
Yeah, we definitely do. Yeah, I mean, the possibility seems null and void. Yeah.
And I think on the roll 21, I have to. No. It's. Let's see if I can run. Hey, there we go. See if the other two can speed up. I doubt it.
Today's episode of Echoes, RGM learns how to rotate a token
in roll 20, yes.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
To my
Yes,
fellow
they do.
To my fellow cast members, I don't think our
well,
intrepid
so
storyteller
one
is yeah.
one of those vehicles doesn't have a pilot anymore.
You're right. I shouldn't have rolled that first one because they definitely don't have a pilot.
I feel like that 17 was for the one that does have a pilot then, because that wouldn't make sense, right?
Yeah, but it didn't have a plus. The other one doesn't have a +9. It has a +8. Sorry.
I don't think he. I don't think that guy knew what was happening.
Yeah. All right. So you guys get to go to the next zone. Your end of the map is pretty much, it just loops back on itself the way that I have it. So it'll just go back to the beginning. However, you guys are being caught up with. The other group isn't moving.
Does this vehicle have auto control?
No.
Damn it. Wait, so is our car just better than theirs? That's really funny.
It doesn't have auto control. Tulgrook is driving it.
Ours has auto control. We're just not using it.
Oh yeah, it does have auto control. I didn't look at the right
Are we
thing.
on mute?
No. Oh, yes, it does actually have auto control. I was looking at the wrong part.
Okay, so can we at least keep moving forward?
Yes, you keep moving forward.
And it's kind of a mess.
Wait a minute. I might be able to drive this thing.
Do you want to also do the speed up action in this?
With a +2, all I can say is fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we balls a valid response.
That's a 5.
That means we don't even move.
Yeah.
Which one of these makes it go faster? Presses the brake.
Not that one.
Fuck.
All right.
Looks like it's just me and you, Tago.
Yeah, I'm only gonna ask. Tulgrook, Caesar, what are you guys doing?
Caesar, how far back is that other car from us at this point?
It is about 40 feet behind you guys. The Sephia and the group are about 60.
Cool. Let it never be said I don't use every kind of grenade possible. He is going to pull out one of his many smoke grenades. I don't know what the front of these cars look like, but I imagine there's at least an area in front of the hood where you could catch something. Like, I don't know. He's going to try to pop a smoke grenade. Oh, all up in the front, bro. And he's gonna try to funking it. He's gonna take the smoke grenade and kind of lob it upwards and try to get it right in there so the smoke goes through the bullet holes he just shot in, so it fills up the cab. Even if you have auto control and trying to hack us, you still need to see us to shoot us. So, no trying to do that.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna make you roll. Because you're just throwing a smoke grenade. You're just obstructing the view. You're not aiming it at them in particular. You're just kind of you're able to throw it and it hits their car and causes the smoke. They're going to drive through it, but it's going to stop them for a round.
Sounds good to me. And wait, actually, can I make an?
How badly do you want this?
I'm going to rewind this. He's going to do a little operative bullshit. Because I am an operative and this is bullshit. He's going to combine his web grenade, or one of them, with the smoke grenade so it sticks to the car, or at least the windshield, so it doesn't go anywhere else and so it obstructs their view permanently.
You're throwing it.
What kind of role would that be?
Athletics?
Which part? The throw or the web grenade? I'm confused.
The throw. Yeah.
Sure. Alley-oop. I'll re-roll that. That's better.
There you go. Yeah, because you were attaching the smoke grenade to the web grenade.
Yeah. And then he's like,
yeah.
There are sticky grenades, but he doesn't have any. So, so it's just like splatters off of the windshield, and the smoke just goes through the portals. Such a dick kid. Yeah, so it's just covered in like sticky. Yeah, I mean, if you actually look at the sticky bomb grenade too, it actually has it also explodes, and they're entangled for D4 rounds as a range of 10 feet.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Tolgi.
Yep.
Well, I'm not one for passing up the opportunity. Seeing that it's all sticky, surely there's an engine compartment and it's not too far away. I'd like to use my last level 1 spell and overheat them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't figure out a better way to finish this race than someone getting hot and sticky. So let's do it.
They're sticky and they're on fire.
Yeah. Someone's burning up.
There isn't really a way for them to dodge. Specifically because of what Caesar did.
What are they doing? This catches fire.
So I want you to roll that 2d8 again.
Okay.
Because there's
another 13. Holy cow.
Because they're sticky and they're smoke, and essentially you're lighting the sticky stuff on fire and the smoke.
Indeed, the smoke will carry the flame into the vehicle.
Correct.
Well, look, I managed to light them on fire. Oh, God. What have I done?
Car is enveloped in flame. We're out of the as you have broken me.
Yeah, as Caesar just like climbs back into the cab of the car, is like fist bump, and like puts his tiny fist towards Toggy. Yeah, he's gonna kick his feet back up that are way too small on the dashboard as we roll out to victory, man.
All right, Sephia. Be ready to jump out. I'm hitting the other car from behind.
We're not moving.
Evasive maneuvers, and it just slides to a stop.
Out of curiosity, I assume the other people in this car are just like, nope, we're done.
Yeah, the gunner's done. The hacker's smeared on the road.
The pilot has had his throat ripped out.
Let me just put this in reverse real quick, pick up our friends, and let's get to the finish line.
Wait. I can still roll my piloting.
All right, over the intercom. Over the PA and intercom that you guys hear in the vehicles, and you guys hear it in the vehicles and the overall like racetrack area. All right. Our newcomers have seemed to have disabled and or killed all of their competitors. They truly seem to be like some seasoned pros. So, everyone, please come to the finish line and gather your prizes if you are still alive and are able to move.
If you are breathing, please come collect your awards.
That sounds like us. I might as well drive us over there, see what they got for us.
Low and slow.
We're going to go ahead and dismiss the sheath array on the way over so we look normal and not like some sort of mechanical monstrosity.
You know.
Something that will definitely Get you a bounty on your head.
This is, oh my god, that was all right.
All right. As you guys come to the finish line, you see Miss Vane standing there with a beaming smile on her face. All right, my lovely little duckies. You guys seem to be pretty good. Do you guys want to move up to the A League instead of the amateurs?
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference in payout between the two?
They are both A-leagues as well.
I'm going to choose to ignore what you're talking about, Drow. Now, the A League. Well, they show the same amount of brutality that you showed your fellow competitors. Mind you, that ain't a bad thing. But here's what they do different. The pay is better, and there are less official bets. So there is no limit.
I'm gonna say for the time being, as he slips back into his gruff voice, that we just take our payout and head out. We got work to do.
All right. Well, here's the payment for the 3 people that did pay. Sorry, little one. You're only gonna get the winnings.
The winnings go to them.
All right.
He has a poor king.
Anyway, I bid you all good day, and I would kindly like you all to get the fuck out of my establishment before you kill more people. Again, not a bad thing, but more as a warning. Understood?
You said there weren't no rules.
There were no rules, and there still are none, other than all must start at the same time. I don't care that you killed. I really don't. However, I'd like to preserve your safety, and you just killed 2 different groups. Well, most of one group. There was 1 witness. However, that does mean that, you might have some people coming after you now because you beat them. If they have friends and relatives. Who knows? Who knows if they even know your identities? I don't know. I don't care. I'm just giving you a warning.
I mean, speaking of the whole race thing, if we ever have the need for a second-hand, fairly beat-up vehicle, what can hover and do what, we need, do you ever sell vehicles whenever you're done with them?
You want to buy one of these junkers?
I mean, not right now, but if the need arises later that we need one, it would be useful.
Damn sorry fool, but yeah, I do sell them sometimes, mainly as scrap. Like what I'm going to be doing with with that one that you set on fire.
Well, I didn't really. That was just a grenade that went off wrong.
Uh-huh. Again, I don't care that you killed them. You killed them. As far as I'm concerned, you did your job. You put on a show.
Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and drink down the trauma I just induced upon myself and have a good one.
All right, you do that. And Miss Vane will walk away.
How much money did they earn? Oh, voice in the sky.
Oh, God, I was trying to avoid doing the math until the end of stream.
Hashtag how to get called out. We do have a particular kind of math person that could help out.
So it was 7. It was what, 3-to-1 odds, right?
Yeah, 3-to-1 odds, 750 for the first prize winner for each person.
So 1,500 each.
Yeah, your math is correct.
And then if Caesar is giving up his, the 1,750 for the 3 of us.
All right.
Well, I'll just put that in my pocket here.
There. That should be most of what we almost learned on our last job. It's a good start.
Yeah, are you sure you don't want at least a couple hundred and maybe take care of the cost of them grenades you used?
No, I'm good.
Huh?
Okay. So,
But,
with that.
Okay.
Oh, no, go ahead, Caesar.
But if you guys are all good there, we need to talk.
Yeah, let's have a chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And he's gonna lead the three of you a bit away to, like, I don't know, a place that's wide open in public, where if someone wants to listen to us, they have to, be fucking near us to hear us.
Well, I went to go look at jobs and everything like that, and on the message board, it said I had a job in progress. I didn't. Someone hacked my shit and put that on the board saying I was in the middle of a job. They tagged someone who I'm familiar with that couldn't have done that. So I did some hacking myself, which I'm not nearly as good as Togglerock, but I do what I can. And while I was doing that, I overheard some fucks talking about coming into relics from original homeworlds and shit. Kind of like the ones that we have currently stocked up on the ship that Togglerock has yet to name. Listen, I don't know what these fucking things are, and I don't particularly care. I just want this cargo away from my life and move on. It's bad business, and I don't usually get into bad business.
I don't disagree, but when you overheard this, were you at the place that the tag was leading to?
Yeah.
Is there a chance that that's a trap? That they
Oh.
meant for you to overhear them?
It doesn't seem likely. The tag that was made pretty much the day that we left, so they wouldn't have known that we were even on that mission in the first place. Unless they backtracked the date and I didn't see that. As far as I can tell, the captain made that before we left, or while we were leaving, I'm not sure.
Why would she do that?
I don't know. And I stress this again, I don't know her. Not in the way she was trying to make it sound. I didn't know her like that. Not anymore. So, that's
Wow.
my 2 cents. Y'all can
Wanna
think
go?
on it. I did some research in the map area. You can, and he'll send the files over to the three of you. That's the area they were talking about possibly being their hangout. If you guys want to just hand it over, sell it, do what you ever want to do, just try to make a profit off it. I don't want anything to do with it.
I'm sure we can find some poor sucker willing to pay us for it.
Yeah, that's your decision, though.
Although, I don't know, this just doesn't... It feels like the kind of thing that we shouldn't just give away. Ideally, if we could get it into the museum, that would be the best, but that's not really an option anymore.
Why not?
Well, the last time we tried, somebody died, and the rest of us were damn close.
Fair enough. I can't help but think maybe if we understood what it was, we might be able to use it for something. But
Seems like the only thing that's going to be able to be used for is bad news. I can't imagine.
Well, whatever you choose to do with it, if you need any assistance, by all means, but this isn't my bag. This isn't my business, and I don't want anything to do with it. If anything, I want to be as far away from that ship as possible. Being real. So, I'll keep an eye out for a job, because I think I still owe the three of you about 1,500 apiece. So, let me know if you need me.
yeah, if you find any jobs before we do, let us know. Otherwise, we'll let you know.
Absolutely. I'm going to go home and send that robot your way. All right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
Oh, before you head out, there's something going on at the place I work. Can't put my finger on exactly what, but something weird's going on, shadier than usual. So, see anybody with armor made out of, and she'll kind of describe the metal, or anybody trying to peddle that kind of shit, steer clear.
So, Caesar, you do know that Sheeran was peddling it at the black market.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if he even fucking remembers that, because I have no idea how long ago that was in game.
No.
Does not care.
No,
Okay.
does not compute. Sorry, as far as like just basic character memory, fuck player memory, character memory, just like, that sounds not familiar. But I'll keep an eye out. I mean, there's always the black markets, and if you need a guide, I can find you some. It's not me. I don't.
Most likely, the only kinds of people you're going to run into peddling it are androids or individuals that, with exoskeletons or cold-blooded.
Yeah.
It's a very strange material.
Yeah. But I haven't slept in about 34 hours. So I'm going to go do that. Yeah. Just kind of like turns around and starts walking away.
Okay.
Yeah. He was up the entire time they were flying, so you could keep an eye out. So to speak.
So, the other three of you.
Yes, boss.
What are you doing?
Well, I said I was interested in it, so I'm going to go take a peek on the cargo we got.
Yeah. Go. Actually, to do something that my job probably won't like.
Okay. What are you doing that your job doesn't like? So I need more information than that.
Gonna be a problem. Gonna be a problem.
That's pretty much what I was doing.
Hello?
Hi!
Hello.
Hey, sorry, my connection
Hello?
fucking died, which is funny because I could hear everything y'all were saying.
Wonderful.
That is weird.
Sephia's gonna look at Tulgrook. Hey, Tulgrook, you want to come take a look at some notes I was given? You copy them over.
Yeah, sure. I might as well get some information.
All right. Spara, what are you going to go do?
Well, it's the middle of the night. I just got money. Let's go gambling.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang.
Cousin Nico.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling. Oh, my fucking God.
Okay.
I would like
My
to know
uncle owns
Aspara
the
fuck y'all
casino.
up in bowling. Bowling master 100 years in a row.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Sephia and Tulgrook first.
Cool.
You go over to her place. It's in the science district, and her place is the most. It's tight. It's very corporate. I should say it looks tight. It's because it's very corporate. This looks like the most standard, like basic apartment ever by design.
Living a little minimalist, are we?
Not entirely by choice. Although, it would likely end up looking like this no matter where I live. I like to keep things organized.
Yeah, that doesn't have the lived-in vibe that I personally prefer, but it ain't bad. It's nice. Anyways, you said you got notes to go over.
Yeah, officially I'm not sharing these with you, and if anybody asks, you broke into my home and found them. But, and she'll kind of go over to where all of the paperwork and shit she's been poring over is.
All right, I mean, officially I weren't here, so that's easy enough, but yeah, let's take a peek at these.
As far as I understand, this is all, at least, presumably, theory on how to create armor out of this material that is not suitable for contact with kind of gestures between the two of them. The more organic, fleshy people.
Right. Are you planning on wearing it and
Well,
taking the effects, or?
The problem is it's not my idea.
Ooh, see.
It's people I work for. Now, they're not exactly entirely above board, which is fine. The problem is, this seems to be for the company as a whole. At least, the guy I work for makes it seem like it's for the company as a whole, which is odd.
Like y'all were
And-
planning on having this armor for all the people in the company, or what?
It seems more like, I don't know, commercialized. It feels like it's being done. It just feels wrong. It's different. Normally, when I do things like this, I do them and I report the findings and information to him directly.
Mhm.
And normally, and she'll kind of pull out her comms and show the messages. I have a proper deadline and not whenever it happens.
Yeah. What do you think's going on with this here?
Could be any number of things. I had to take a guess. They're trying to keep me distracted from something.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're fairly smart, they don't want you looking into other things. Keep you busy with this. Well, we can look at the notes together and try and make it a shorter work, or do you think we should maybe change the notes?
I don't know if that's a good idea. People's lives could be on the line.
Sounds like if this armor is mass manufactured, other folks could get injured, or I guess an army of drones or machines could wear it, right?
Well, an army of machines wouldn't have to worry about all the negative effects. So this
Yeah,
wouldn't be necessary. The problem is if we just change some numbers, messed with some of the data, and sent it back, no one's going to check it. That's what I'm for.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I could work with that, make it believable, make some calculated miscalculations.
And I also want a copy of all of this data.
I can do that. That's easy enough.
It's
All
just
right.
time consuming to do by myself.
Well, yeah, it does tend to be. Well, I'll get started on the data download first, and then we can start doctoring the information.
All right. Let's go corporate espionage.
All right. Tulgrook, do you want to go and go and do your other thing that you wanted to do?
Yeah. Is there any roles involved for the corporate espionage, or did we want to circle back?
We will circle back to that.
Cool, yeah. All right, yeah. Give me a second. I got an idea for some of our boxes back in our new boat. Let me think on this. I got the download started, so it shouldn't be too much. Then I'll be right back to help you out.
I'm not going anywhere, and the paperwork sure as hell isn't.
That makes it easy. All right, see you in just a few. And Togglerock will walk out of the building, leave the apartment complex, and head back to the ship.
All right. When you go back to the ship, you get the sense that there is magic around, and you're suddenly flooded with the information again, as if you were casting Identify.
Mm-hmm.
And when you now look at the tablet, let me make sure I know what you have. All right. When you look at the tablet, the words are now shifting themselves into something that you understand. It's Acatonian.
Ooh, okay. That's an unusual set of characters here.
And now that you're able to read it, there's this warning. There are those 3 words still that are stuck in the Kasathan tongue. But the rest of the story tells of an alien being, something in outside of the solar system, where there's this dead space between the solar system and another.
Interesting. All right. Does the story tell me about them or just relay that they exist?
It's saying that it's almost in like a cloud-like form from the reports. As it's telling the story, it goes into it's saying reports of this thing are cloud-like substance, and any who go into it, and then it goes into the Kasathan word for chaos. That Caesar said is where it was. They go into chaos and come out mad and are looking to destroy everything. That its disciples are black and red and are the harbingers.
Oh, that fires off a big old red flag.
Then it goes into the story of we are making a ship to escape the fate of our system and hopefully repopulate. All planets seem viable. Hopefully, we will find one that is best suited for us.
Yeah, that is unusual. Okay, all right. Is there a way to transcribe this information into the common tongue?
Give me a fortitude check.
Absolutely. How about an 8?
Okay. Okay. Let's roll a little bit of damage. Okay. You're going to take 4 damage psychically.
Ooh, my brain.
And as you attempt to do so, your head hurts and pounds.
Okay. Okay. Ow. I guess that's part of why their whole things are mystically encrypted or something. Okay. Just try and take some notes, especially about the folks in the armor. That's pretty much all I really want to glean from this, and let them know that, oh shit, shipping is kind of important. Togglerock's like, I'll go from transcribing just to taking notes about the whole thing. Oh wait, that's just transcription. Damn.
You are smart enough to think of a workaround. If you tell someone, they might be able to take notes.
Yeah. But I mean, at that point, we no longer need the tablets. It's all retelling from what's in my head.
Correct. And here's another thing. It feels like this warning is inscribed in your head.
Oh, I don't like that.
The system that they came from are from the Apis section. Apius.
Togglerock will make note of what he can, and then as soon as his head starts hurting, he'll put the digital pen down, stop typing, and kind of set it aside and like, all right, send a message to the crew that we are good to move the tablets, to sell them, to do whatever. I've learned a little bit of information from them and would like to have Sephia's assistance. As he does one thing, he's going to be trying to talk and relay the story that he's just experienced. We need to get rid of these things probably sooner rather than later, but the message they carry is interesting, to say the least. Warnings and cloud-like species, a ship to escape. Wait,
were you able to read it?
Yeah, actually, it took some doing, but got a hell of a headache.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it's not like it changed who I am or corrupted my individualism or anything, but it's like they're still in my head a little bit.
That's not supposed to happen, right?
Yeah, but
that's not normal.
yeah, but that's not normal for reading stories or books or something like that, but this felt a little bit more than typical, like magic.
Right, you understand how that makes it worse, right?
Not entirely.
So this message, this warning about things from outside of the system, something else, these cloud-like things.
Yeah, Vaegres, I think.
Warning about chaos, if I remember correctly.
Yep, and then after encountering and returning from the chaos, you return with madness instead.
Yeah, okay. So what are the chances that the words on that tablet carry a bit of that madness with them, and now it's in your head and you're stuck with that?
Well, maybe not too high. I imagine there's a risk of it being kind of etched in permanently, but I've dealt with magical locks and spell-like restraints before. I imagine if I have to, I can probably find a way to unravel the mystical weave involved and help free my brain a little bit. But I don't know if it's necessarily tugging me in any direction. And as he says that, is Tulgrook like directed or kind of pulled in any way with the warning, or is it just like a constant reminder?
It's a constant reminder.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't feel like it's influencing me. It's just like an information message that's hard to get rid of the pop-up for.
Hold on. Did it happen to explain what the madness how it might manifest? Or is it just madness? Vague terms.
It's a warning.
Yeah, it's just a warning about madness occurring, not in depth on what that madness entails.
I don't know if... I don't think we should... We should definitely make sure the information on these notes isn't right.
I agree.
I think I get the feeling this might be more connected than I want to believe.
It also told, about the acolytes, the soldiers, however you really want to put it, being armed in black and red armor.
Oh,
And,
good.
Yeah, sort of like what we encountered a bit.
Hey, Vironz.
Hey, Termite.
Can I send a message to my boss
Sure. What is the message?
asking if he's encountered anybody in red and black armor recently?
No, I haven't.
Do you know if anybody higher up has?
Unfortunately not. I do know that we do have a new supplier for some of our materials, but I don't know what they look like.
Noted. Alright. Well, let's get back to work.
Yeah, let's get it done. Make sure these reports look believable.
Yeah, with that, Sephia, I will have you roll your profession. And Tulgrook, I want you to roll. Let me see. I think sleight of hand is probably best.
You got it. Look at us.
It's okay, at least.
Perfectly average.
Above average rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it is. I mean, yeah, to you guys the math is obviously off, but as for the rest, it seems good.
Well, I think this should work. Let me just change this one digit real quick and make sure. Oh, run the calculations. All right. Cool.
Thank
Here
you
we
for
go.
listening to Echoes
So
of the
it's
Vaegres,
off.
a
It's
Starfinder actual play by
measurably
Hallowed Haven
off,
Studios.
but not
GMing
in
for
one
this actual
place.
play
You
is
see, we
provided by
spread out
Vironz.
the
Sephia is
misinformation.
played by Termite.
Make sure it's
Kaesar
more
is played by
believable. And
Grizz.
here we go.
Tulgrook is played by
Numbers
Gavin
are off
Cash.
couple
and
here
Aspara
and
is
there
played by
and
Heretic.
everywhere, and before
Our
you know,
intro
by the time
music
you get to
is
the end,
Yes You Are
things
the
are
Villain
well
by
beyond the margin
Tomáš
of error.
Herudek.
Exactly.
Our art is by
Good
David
work.
N. at fiverr.com/Shalok. SHALOCK.
But, who do we
Editing
send it
is
to?
by Termite.
Oh, I can take care of that.
Okay.
Although that's a tomorrow problem.
It is getting mighty late, ain't it?
Indeed. Unfortunately, for Aspara, I don't believe that we have time for gambling.
A travesty.
I know. However, this is where we will end tonight's stream and pause our story